Hey, 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 welcome back to another anointed edition of Quartet Sensations, where the legacy of gospel music comes alive and we showcase quartet sensations all over the world. I'm your host, Lady Des, and tonight, we got a treat for your soul. Joining me tonight is one of South Florida's dynamic musical forces in the South Florida area, y'all. He's a pillar, or they are a pillar in gospel quartet, in the gospel quartet community. They're gifted songwriters. They're men of God leading a group that is blessing and touching lives all over this country. So I am so happy to welcome Pastor Victor Robertson, Pastor
Bless
Fred
you.
Murray.
Bless you.
The Victor is the lead singer of the South Florida Gospel Singers, and they're all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. How about yourself, Dad?
Good, good. I am so glad to finally have y'all. I think I pretty much had everybody in South Florida except the South Florida Gospel Singers. But listen, tonight is y'all night. Yes. And we are so excited for you all and what you all are doing. You dropped a new EP album. So we're going to talk about your journey through music as well as this new brand new EP release, I'm Waiting, featuring that Power Pack, two singles that you all just heard, God is Worthy. Y'all going to hear a little bit more of it in the show. And I'm Waiting, which y'all going to hear a little bit of it at the end as well. So, guys, thank you again for being part of Quartet Sensations. And we're just going to dive right in and just get this chat going.
Yeah.
Pastor Robertson,
We want to thank you for having us,
Yes,
too. I mean,
thank you.
we really appreciate it. We really
you're
do.
welcome. You're welcome. Listen, take us back a little bit to 1984. How did the South Florida Gospel Singers get started? And what was the clear vision of the group?
Well, actually, we started out, me, my brother, Pastor Frank Robertson, my brother, John Robertson. Amen. We started out as the Robertson brothers. Back
Okay.
in 84. We started as the Robertson brothers. And then my middle brother, John, he got called into the ministry, so that left me and Frank. We're still with the group, so we got together and we said that let's go get Fred and Russell, which is our first cousin, because my dad and they dad, they sung in a group back in the day called the Gospel Jubilees. A lot of folks don't know about that group back in the day, but they were the Gospel Jubilees. And they sung together for years, and all them that came out of that group became pastors and preachers of different churches that came out that group. So we went back, me and my brother Frank, we went and said, well, let's go get Fred and Russell. So when they got Fred and Russell, my first cousin, and we started singing back in our first recording was with Ebony Records called, and the title of the song was "If You Happy and You Know It, Say Amen." I never forget that was that's when the 45 was back then. And so we kept on journeying, and back in we started back in '84, and up to this time here, we've been singing 44 years. 44 years we've been singing, and we was back in the '90s. We had Surefine Records with the McDonald sisters, and we traveled with them a whole year because we was with Gordon Gospel Production Company. It was a production company called Gordon Gospel Production Company. So we traveled a whole year with them under the label of Surefine Records out of Carolina. So we left there, and then we've been journeying ever since. It ain't been easy. It's been tough. It's been rough, but to God be the glory that we still, amen, we're still doing the work. We're still singing for God.
Wow, it's so good to see legacy passed on. How you're saying that your fathers, they started the group, and your brothers, and they all went out to be ministers. And you all the same thing. Y'all both are pastors, pastoring And listen, it's just passed on, and I love that about legacy, keeping the torch going and passing the mantle down. And so, Fred, let's bring you on in here. Well, Pastor Fred, I'm so used to calling you Fred.
That's all
Pastor Fred,
right.
just jump in here and just give us a little bit about your journey of when you joined the group.
Like my brother said, like Pastor Vic said, they came and got myself and my brother, and so we started singing together. And most of the time it was a cappella, so we didn't even have any music. For years, yeah. So till the Lord started blessing us with some guys that came in, heard us, and they wanted to play for us. So we was fortunate, that they came in and helped us out. And so my journey with South Florida has been, we had some ups and downs, but that's a part of the industry, as come people go. Through it all, we've been able to maintain, with the songs Pastor Vic wrote, along with Pastor Frank Robertson. He wrote some songs, which was on our Call on Jesus cassette. They had a cassette entitled Call on Jesus. And so Pastor Frank wrote some songs as well. And so, until the Lord called him home, and Pastor Robertson carried on. And so we've just been enjoying, the journey. And it's wonderful to be able to travel and sing, and do ministry together. So, it's just been a great experience, wonderful experience, meeting a lot of different people in the industry, Cantons, Doc McKenzie, Gospel 4, Violinaires, we can go on, a lot of groups we sung with, and was very blessed, to be on the same service program with them.
Absolutely. It's just so good. I love to do these interviews because we see and we hear you all the time, but a lot of times we don't get a chance to hear the back scenes, the history, the foundation of the group. And that's what we want to get to on tonight. And you already just shared so much with everyone. And we're going to go back to Ebony Records. Y'all, when y'all with that was a long time ago.
Actually, that was back in '84. We did that.
Okay, yeah. And I was like, wow, Ebony Records. That was a long time. Now y'all heard me say cassettes, 45.
Yeah.
Y'all know how far that is, right?
Yes,
So let's talk a little bit about when you all signed with Ebony Records in '84.
Yes.
For some reason I have 85, but 84, 85, that was a major thing back then, right?
Yeah.
What do you remember most about that season, and how did it shape your journey today?
Well, we learned a lot in that time. It's a lot of history that we have that we don't even talk about. We don't even must. I mean, that's just maybe we shouldn't be like that, but it's a lot of good history that we talked about because with Ebony Records, we were there about for a year, maybe for the year. For the year, yeah, we did them with a year, and it did us great service, and we journeyed from there to Surefine Records. Yeah, Surefine. We were Surefine for about 3 years, and that journey there took us to another level of doing recordings, and that's the one we titled our cassette. It's called On Jesus, and I think that's the year that we did. Frank, my brother, Pastor Frank, he did wrote "God Is Worthy." And I hit song, that was one, but our hit song was "Let Jesus Lead You."
Yes.
That was the song we sung back in the day. That was very dear to us, and it took us a lot of places. And once we left Surefine, we went to uh, Pure Purpose Record Company. We was there 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
That went well with us with that not the one EP we did now. We did that EP back in I think 2017, 2016, something like that. We did that EP with Antoine Peterson. But let me back up before then because we're with New Sound.
Wow.
We were with New Sound Record Company. That was us, Melba Moore, the Brooklyn All-Star, the Violinaires, and Bishop White. We did a live DVD there in Atlanta with that record company called New Sound Record. Melvin Couch was the CEO and president of that company back then. Then we went to, before I went to Pure Records, I went to Low Rush. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Low Rush, Mr. Laurie, us, Paul Beasley, who else was on there? The guy that sang "Worthy Is He," the Alabama. Yeah, I forget their name, the Alabama. But we went there, and then we went to Pure Records with Antoine Peterson. And then from that point there, when he passed, we've been on our own since then. So we dropped that new EP, and then we just we haven't signed with nobody else, not from a record company. We just letting God be God. And we thank God
Right.
for the booking agency, Jay Carson, and we thank God for CEO Kenya C. Willer for she doing all our marketing and everything. And she's doing a wonderful job.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Your whole management team. And, I always give kudos to management because I work on the back end of a lot with the groups and I know what it takes and see what it takes, to try to at least keep it all together. And when you have to come out with marketing and graphics and it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And people don't see a lot of times the team behind you. You need a strong team behind you, a strong community of people that pushes you. So I am grateful. So a shout out to Jay Carson, Kenya, the CEO Willer, for all that they do for South Florida gospel singers, because you all are doing an awesome job. I remember growing up. Boy, we used to love to go see South Florida. Where everywhere listen, we stay in Miami-Dade, but we was gonna ride to Broward. Don't care how many church services we done been to in here, South Florida. I mean, it's just what it was. And you said that you all signed with Ebony Records. You all signed with the multiple labels. Release powerful music, and you are still growing strong in 2025. You are still being relevant. What do you credit as what do you give the credit to your group's longevity in an ever-changing industry? Like, how do you all stay relevant?
We just, first of all, we keep God first. That's number one. That's top and bottom line, because we know that we can't do nothing without Him. And without the writing and talking to, I have a lot of people I look up as mentors, like George Dean and Demetrius from Blessed by Four. It's a number that I look up to, and we share. I share with them about some things, and we talk and get a lot of input that from them, because those are older guys that know and paved. We got like the Smilers and all of them. Them guys that, like they paved the way.
Right.
We can't forget home. You had the Smilers. We had the Galilee, the Southern Air, even Second Chapter, the Miracle Lights, all of them. These was groups that that really paved the way. For everybody, for the groups that is upcoming in this generation now. And even though we've been out there, we're still singing. So that's why I didn't say us as well. But at the end of the day, You know, we that's what make us stay relevant, because we just have to keep pushing. You know, sometimes it get rough, it get hard, and but we keep pushing, we keep writing, and we keep going to the table saying that we got to do better, we got to do better, we got to get better. So it always a learning process with us. You know, we never get to where we figure that nobody can tell us nothing, because we're all gonna learn from somebody.
Absolutely.
And I try to stay teachable. You know, if somebody asks me for some help or whatever, we do that. But we just try to stay irrelevant. You know, it's a journey to stay irrelevant. You know, because you got, a whole lot of groups out there now. You know, and things. So you got to kind of like stay with what's going on. What's going on.
But you got to just stay true to yourself,
Yeah, exactly.
and keep that identity, if I would just throw that in there.
Right.
Yeah, and that's one thing I can say about South Florida gospel singers. You all, over the years, I have seen where you all have been consistent with your style of music and what you do. You just have been consistent. So, Pastor Fred, jump on in here about staying relevant, and how do you feel that the group has stayed relevant all these years, even with how the industry is changing?
Like Pastor Robertson was saying, watching groups like the Cantons, the Violinists, and Doc McKenzie, even the Gospel Legends, how how they're writing. So Pastor Vic, his writing is today's, is in today's time, so you can relate. And so not having songs where it's going to die out like Quartet, you want the younger generation to hear, the quartet, and keeping that sound, so you know what quartet is, and so trying to draw the young, you have to stay up in today's time, trying to get young folks to come in and hear quartet, because you have some different opinion, some like, R&B or whatever it may be. But from being a quartet baby, I've learned, throughout, watching, observing, how to do it professionally, and a lot of stuff that you learn from, and you don't do, on the floor. You want to show maturity, as well as being, you know, uh, relevant. So, I believe the songs that Pastor Vic has written throughout the years is keeping us, afloat. His writing, again, is not only is it anointing, but again, it's in today's time. It's in
Absolutely.
today's time. So I believe, long as we keep God first and keep our identity of who we are, not trying to be nobody else, and stay within our own identity,
Yes.
stay on the course. I believe everything will fall in position.
So we're talking about staying relevant. I think this is a great time to talk about this new EP album you all just released. I'm waiting. What inspired this project? How did you know that these were the songs for the season? I mean, tell us about this process with the project.
Well, I worked on that. We worked on that album, worked on that EP about over a year, and I just don't believe in putting something out because you hear it. It has to be a message in what you're writing. And we took us a year because I had some other things. Churches first. Let me put it that way, because Pastor Murray, pastors, we don't put our group before the church, because we know our responsibility. We have responsibility.
Right.
And what was happening, that sometimes God will just wake you up and say, look, if you take care of my business, what I have assigned you to take care of, everything else will fall in place.
Absolutely.
So when I was trying to rush it and get it out, it wasn't coming. It wasn't right. I told Pastor, I said it's not right. I said it's not right. So Spirit just spoke to me and said, just take your time. If you do what I ask you to do, everything else will fall in place. And it took us over a year to really release this.
Wow.
I didn't, and then when it spoke to me like that, I just took my time. I wasn't rushing it,
Mm-hmm.
I go back and hear something. I will sing something. I hear something. No, we need to go back and do this. No, that wasn't that. No, we need to do that. This ain't right. Even with me, in my leading of the song, I listen to it. No, that ain't right. No, that's okay. No, that ain't. No, that's not it. That's not it. No, I got to go back and do it because I wanted it to be taking time and do it the right way and get all your codes of your songs and everything. Do it in the right way.
Right way.
We can put out music, and then if it's not right, then it's really no good. So
absolutely correct.
all your codes and different things like. And I thank God, for Kenya C. Willer because she helped us with a whole lot of that. About getting this stuff coded and getting your one sheet together and all that type of stuff. So all our stuff is in place. It's
awesome.
in order, like it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Awesome. And that's good. And that's one of the things that we push and we tell artists is to make sure that everything is in place. Sometimes we can get so excited and we try to rush it, like you said. But once you rush a project and it's out there, you can't take it back.
Can't take it right. Yeah. That's
can't
right.
take it back when you see that something is wrong. So it's just best to take your time, even if it takes a year, 6 months, however, take your time and just do it the right way. And then so you could get your proper credits.
Right.
And royalties and stuff from your hard work. From your hard work. So that was a good nugget there. Pastor Fred, you want to jump in and say something on that as well?
I've learned by watching him and coming along, being a part of that part of music, knowing the business part,
yes.
of that. And so I've grown throughout the years, of knowing the ins and the outs because he shares a lot of it with me, as he brings me in. Knowing the industry, knowing, the importance of writing music, but at the same time, getting your credit, and also doing it right, because you wonder, why nobody playing my music, or why nobody, so now I understand why, because the business part of it. So I just thank God, for him allowing me to come along and understand and know, that part of singing. Of course, I love it. We love it. But to go to the next level, what I mean? To go to that next, that next step. It calls for maturity and also calls for, what knowing, knowing,
absolutely.
about the industry.
Yes, and that's so true. So we encourage all artists out there, when you're working on a project and you getting your music, I know you get excited for the sound in the studio, but there is definitely a business part of it as well that you want to make sure that it's done properly and correctly so you can get your credits, you can get your royalties, and you want to make sure that you're putting out good work because that reflects you. So don't do the shortcuts, y'all. Don't do the shortcuts. Exactly like Pastor Vic said, or Pastor Fred, take your time and do it the right way. I just want to pause right here just to set the segment again. You're listening to Real Love Ministries Live, Quartet Sensations, and I'm featuring tonight South Florida's own dynamic Pastor Vic Robertson and the South Florida Gospel Singers. And you're also listening to Pastor Fred Murray, who is a part of the group singing background. Listen, y'all, they're kicking out some great nuggets. They just took us through their journey of how they got started and where the group is now. And now we're currently talking about their new EP, I'm Waiting, that just dropped. So we want you all to go out and get I'm Waiting. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna just pause right here. Let's hold on, y'all. Let's play a little something from. Let's play God is Worthy. Let's play this track, and then we're gonna talk about God is Worthy. All right.
All right.
Come on, everybody, put your hands.
Let's turn this up a little bit.
Let's have some church. Listen, God is worthy of all the praise. Yeah. Oh, God is worthy of all. Y'all don't mind, let me say a word. He woke me up this morning. I was close in my right mind. Y'all know what? He didn't let me sleep too late. He woke me up on time. That's why God is worthy of all the praise. Oh, I know God is worthy. I know God is worthy. I want to do a hand, one to witness. God is worthy. I know He's worthy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Somebody know about Thursday. Yes, sir. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wow. Yes. Lord have mercy. Yes, He's worthy. I know He's worthy. When I look back over my life, see what the Lord have done.
All right. You are just listening to God is Worthy on their new EP album, I'm Waiting. So let's talk a little bit about God is Worthy. What inspired you, or what is the message that came behind the song that you want your listening audience to hear or to know?
Actually, that's a song my brother that he wrote, and we recorded it one time, maybe I think once, I believe, for the one year once, and I figured that it didn't get the justice that what was needed of it, so I said I'm gonna go back and record it again.
Wow.
Because God, He is worthy. I mean, of all the praise, and so, and I went back to redo it in remembrance of my brother Frank Robertson. So I said, well, because I think the song didn't get the justice that what was needed with it. So I said, let me go back and record it again. And that's where we came. That's where I did that. Came up and do that again.
That's awesome. And I think, and even today, it's still relevant. It is still relevant. God is still worthy of all the praise, no matter what is going on around us, no what is going on in the White House. God is still worthy of the praise. And I think it's a clear reminder that we should give God the praise because He is worthy in all things. And that's one of your lead tracks on the new EP album. Now I'm gonna play a little bit of the other one. Now this is the lead track, the title of the EP. I'm waiting. Let's give y'all a little bit of I'm waiting, and then we're gonna talk about I'm waiting. All right, where we at?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, I know that you will see me. I tried it all. Tried it all by myself. Lord, I realize I need your help. Calling on you, don't know what else to do. I know that you will see me through. Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, I'm waiting. I'm gonna stay right here and wait on you, Jesus. Oh, I know that you, Georgia, you don't mind saying, while I'm going through problems in my life, I stopped long enough to give it to Jesus Christ. Found out I couldn't make it alone. But the Lord reached out and helped me carry on. Right now, I'm waiting, waiting on the Lord to answer me. Yeah. I'm waiting. He said if I wait on Him, He'll renew my strength. I'm waiting.
All right, that's I'm waiting from the new EP album. I'm waiting. The title track I'm waiting is so timely. It speaks to trusting God's timing. Uh, what is the heart behind I'm waiting?
Well, I'm waiting, you know, when times get hard, we'll just, that's wanting. I'm waiting on you, Lord. I need your help. I'm calling on you. I don't know what else to do. So I'm trusting and waiting on you to see me through. So, and then I said, let me get George on here and see what he said about it. So he said, Victor, ain't no problem. And he said, well, what I'm going to do? He said, now, I got a verse I want to put in there. I said, okay, well, you can put it in there if you want to do it. So that way, he said, well, send it to me. I sent it to him, and he put that verse in there. And then he got it back to me. I said, that's what okay, that'll work. So we elaborated on the same song. At the end of the song, we elaborated on it together. So, it's a good thing because I needed to wait on him for a whole lot of stuff and still waiting on him for some stuff right now. So, and it's very inspiring, and it's very inspiring to me. And I hope it's inspiring to help someone out there in radio land or whoever get it or whoever listen to it.
Yes.
To inspire them to wait on the Lord, because the scripture said, those they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength.
Absolutely.
So if we just wait, sometimes we rush, but if we just wait, everything will fall in place.
It comes out so much better. Pastor Fred.
I love it. I mean, I love it. It just speaks volumes because, when you take it personal, each individual just look at their life, and listen to the words of it, you can relate. So it's very relative, so it's easy to enjoy it, because, it has a message, within the song. So, I mean, when he first brought it to the group, I was excited, I was excited about it. And so, he's a writer. God just give it to him, and he just come up with stuff, and how he bring it to me, it's just crazy because, he'll pick me up, we'll ride in the car, and he say, I want you to hear something, and so I listen to it and say, how you like it, let me know how you like it. Oh, you know, it's just, it's just awesome, it's just
I
awesome.
love it. I love it. Listen, when two songwriters come together and collab, and one such as Mr. George Dean,
Yeah,
listen,
right,
it's a win-win. That's been a
right.
win-win situation, and people gonna love it. Uh, I'm loving it. I'm waiting. I think it was an excellent track.
Thank
Thank
Awesome job with I'm waiting. It
you.
sounds good. Listen, I was grooving to it today, riding home in my car, trying to get my mind right and everything. But you all did an awesome job. I want to take time to say hello to everybody that's in the chat that is commenting. We have Michelle Knight. Hello, sis. How are you? Joy Riley is on giving hearts. Miss Angela Cross. Yes, she said family. Michelle said she loved it. Mr. Joe Riley of the Quartet Corner is on. He said, nice sound, nice sound. I don't know if you all are seeing these comments,
No,
but
I
no,
don't.
no.
you see them. Okay. Michelle Knight also said, I love all the songs, but my favorite is I'm Waiting and Calvary. Yes. Yeah, hey, Michelle, that went way back. Calvary is old, boy.
Yes, that's
Still
the
a hitter. It's still a hitter. Freddie Rhodes said, I need a copy. So we're gonna talk about how to get the copy of this music and how to download the music, because we want you all to support the South Florida gospel singers. Pastor Victor Robinson, he's right out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Has been doing amazing work for a number of years, and we're just so happy that he is just releasing this new EP that is blessing people all over. So we're getting ready to close it out, and then we're going to give that information. But I want to ask you, what would you like to say to the fans that supported you for so long from the very beginning, and to those that you're just discovering now, because it may be some that's just hearing about South Florida gospel singers?
Yes, I want to say I thank them for all what they have done and what they are doing, and I just thank them for the support. You know, I try to support groups or whatever they have going. If I'm not busy, I ain't got no church events or something like that. Try to support the groups that would have stuff. And we just thank y'all for y'all support, showed y'all love and everything. We just appreciate everything that what y'all have done and what God is still going to do. And hope the new ones that is on, they pick it up, they love it. Please get your copy. We appreciate it if you do. Amen. And so we just thank God. And again, Lady Des, we thank God for you.
yes.
You didn't have to do this. You
Yes.
didn't have to. You could have called another group.
Yes.
But we just appreciate from South Florida. We appreciate you for what you have done. Love you.
Yeah.
And anything that we can do to help you or anything, just we up with a phone call away.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Fred, you wanted to add anything else to those who have supported you from the very beginning, even the new listeners and fans that you may have even now? Do you want to give them a message as well?
Yes. Again, the support, throughout the years, but especially, since we have this new EP out, a lot of people been saying, I gotta get it, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. And so, we go on programs and, we're asked, do we have any material and things of that nature? And it's just wonderful to hear people talk about how the songs bless them, minister to them, and so we don't take it lightly or for granted, because that's what it's about. It's about ministry, ministry,
Yes.
and that's what South Florida's about. We're ministry, we're ministry, and so we try to, not just sing, but live what we sing, and so when somebody else recognize that, that's encouragement to continue to do, what you do. So I just thank everyone for their support and those that invited South Florida to come and sing, whether if it was 15 minutes, it don't matter. We got 15 minutes of, 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 publicity, of getting the music out. So again, like Pastor said, thank you, as well, for taking the time out and wanting to hear about our history, and following us throughout the years, and following our music and allowing us to go further. So we appreciate you.
Awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I love doing these candid sit down conversations. And like I said at the beginning, so many times we see these groups on the floor, we see them singing, we pass them, we pass by, we may say hello, but we really don't know the true history and background and foundation of why they do what they do. And a lot of times it's legacy that has been passed on, and you all are walking in that. And I believe that you're even teaching the next generation, because you all come from a family of singers and producers and musicians and all of that great stuff. So I'm looking forward to see what South Florida gospel singers are coming up with next. I don't know. So that's going to be my next question. I want you all to tell everybody what's next for South Florida, and how can they with your music? How can they book you for events? How can they stay connected? All y'all on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Where can they find South Florida gospel singers?
We on we on Facebook. We got our own page, our social media page, and you can get it off what is it, Apple? What is it, Apple?
Apple.
Yeah. You get it off Apple, and you can get the CD from us. We have them in our own possession, and to get in contact with us, Jay Carson. I don't know that he got his number right offhand in my head because I ain't got my phone, but you can get in touch with him, and or either me. I mean, but get in touch with him, and we can get you that information to book us. And we just thank God, for everything that was been said and done. And Apple Pay, you get us on YouTube. We're on YouTube, and I think it's TikTok, all digital outlets. Platforms.
There you go.
Yeah, you get us on all digital outlets. You can get us every last either one. You can find that information on us. And now look on our Pastor Vic Robertson and the South Florida Gospel Singers. Go on our page. You can find all the information that you need on our page.
Awesome. So we want you all to follow the South Florida Gospel Singers. Look up Pastor Vic Robertson and the South Florida Gospel Singers. Listen, if you I want a copy of this music, go any streaming platform, download the music. You'll find it there. Please support South Florida Gospel Singers, especially South Florida owned. Come on, y'all. Come on, South Florida. Spread the word, share this broadcast. Let everybody know that we have a dynamic group here in the South Florida area. Listen, they not new to it, they true to it. They've been sticking with it. They've been sticking with it for over 44 years. So we want you all to support South Florida. Follow them on all social media platforms, and just look for Pastor Victor Robinson. Is it Pastor Vic? Pastor Vic.
Pastor Vic. Yeah.
Pastor Vic Robinson.
Yes.
Pastor Vic Robinson and the South Florida Gospel Singers. Listen, y'all, bring them to y'all town. Bring them. I think y'all still traveling, right?
Yes.
Yes, actually, getting out here Friday. We'll be in Delaware.
Okay, good.
Then when we get back, we got Jackson, Tennessee. We just left Virginia. We just left Atlanta last week. So we've been moving.
Awesome, awesome. So listen, bring them to y'all city, contact them. I'm gonna get some contact information. I'm gonna put it in the bio to make sure that you all have the booking information, and make sure you download their music on all streaming platforms, please. Okay, that's very important. Let's get them on the charts, y'all. Let's keep them charting.
Yes.
All right, that's important. So we want to support our own South Florida's own Pastor Victor Robertson and the South Florida Gospel Singers. Listen, I am so excited tonight to have you all finally we got a chance to sit down and chat it up. Pastor Victor Robertson, Pastor Fred, thank you all for sharing your heart, your music, your testimony with us tonight. What a blessing you and South Florida Gospel Singers continue to be to the world and gospel music and beyond. Continue collaborating and writing, doing all that you do that blesses so many souls. Listen, I can't say this enough. Y'all go stream the EP. I'm waiting. Let's do that right now. Let's pause for the cause and do it right now. All right.
Yes.
Go and download the music right now. It's available on all digital platforms. Follow, support, let the message of faith and hope soak into your spirit. Let them know what you feel about the music. Give them some words of encouragement and love. All right, y'all. So I want to say hello and thank you all for joining in the chat. We got Pastor, I think he's Pastor Joseph Gloucester. Pastor Joseph Gloucester, he's saying hello. Thank you, Pastor, for joining. I think he's leaving his phone number as well. Okay, we'll give you a call. So listen, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Quartet Sensations, where we feature Quartet Sensations all over the world that are moving, shaking, and doing great things in the kingdom of God. Listen, you all have been listening to Pastor Victor Robinson, Pastor Fred Murray of the South Florida Gospel Singers right here in the city of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So thank you all so much. Until next Tuesday, we'll be back at 8:30 for Quartet Sensations. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. Good night.
I'm waiting. Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, I know that you I tried it all. Tried it all by myself. Lord, I realize I need your help. Calling on you, don't know what else to do. I know that you will see me through. Oh, I'm waiting. I'm gonna stay right here and wait on you, Jesus. Oh, I know that you, Georgia, you don't mind saying.